What's going on, guys? It's UrAvgConsumer, and today we got a little something special from our friends over at Apple. It's iPad Day, so you know what we're gonna do? Let's do some unboxing. Wee, that's a lot of stuff. All right. So we got a few things in here. So we got iPad Pro, the normal iPad. Which one should we start with? Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. There's a lot more new going on over here. All right, you guys, so what we've got right here is the new 10th generation iPad. So straight up iPad, but this is different. This has the new design, or at least the design from the iPad Pro, which has like the much smaller bezels, no more home button. Not to mention, we've got quite a few new colors with this. They've got blue, pink, yellow, and silver. But we've also got some accessories here. We've got the Smart Folio, Magic Keyboard Folio. This I'm really excited for, as well as the new Apple Pencil and its adapter, which we've got to talk about. So let's pop this thing open. Here we have it. This thing is so lightweight. I'm used to my giant iPad Pro. Hey, check this out, guys. This blue, this is a deep blue. I think the previous blue options were a bit on the lighter side. This is like a serious blue. I love this.
This looks like an iPhone 12 kind of blue.
No, Jay, don't. Man, that's the best color the iPhone ever had, but we won't get into that. It's a really nice blue though. It's very striking. And I've seen the other ones in person as well, and they're all really vibrant. So they've got like a nice vibrant look to them. So we've got that new design. Now we have the front-facing camera on the side instead of directly over here. Since some people will probably be using this with like a keyboard setup, so it's gonna make sense to have it right there. They also have the smart pins over here so that you can attach your keyboard and that kind of stuff. Now we also have USB-C, excited for that, you know. And you've got your stereo speakers, as well as your 12 megapixel camera in the back. You don't lose Touch ID though. That comes over here in the power button. So when you wanna use Touch ID, boom, you got access to that here. Volume buttons right here on the side. Real quick, let's see what else we get in the box. We're sitting here talking about the iPad. Didn't even finish the unboxing. So we've also got some paperwork. Oh, no colored stickers, boo. It's okay. Also got your quick start guide, warranty information, and a SIM ejector tool, because all of these are also packed with 5G now. So you can just put a SIM card in right there whenever you want, if you want access to 5G. Oh, okay. Well, this is actually kind of surprising. You get your power brick, as well as a nice braided cable.
Braided?
Yeah, that's like usually from the premium side of Apple. This one is white, so they don't color match it. I'm pretty right? Or has this got some hints of blue in it? Am I crazy?
I think you're crazy.
Okay. Thanks, Jay. And that's it. And you know what? We do have the blue iPad Air, so let's compare the colors a little bit. All right, so we've got the blue iPad Air over here. Oh, there's a pretty big, these are different. This has a bit of a greener tint to it, where this is like a more solid blue. Now, I don't mind adding a green tint to the color blue, because then that's how you get the teal, baby. But this blue does look good. It is really vibrant. But yeah, guys, this is a new 10th generation iPad with the updated design, similar to the Pro, the Air, and the Mini. Now the regular iPad shares a similar look. And of course, for those who care about the specs, let's run through it really quick. So of course, this is a 10.9-inch display with the A14 Bionic processor, which we'll talk about in a second. We also have a 12 megapixel rear camera back here, as well as a 12 megapixel ultra wide camera in the front. Not to mention you get 64 gigs of storage here to start, and you get up to 256, and you get 10 hours of battery life. So that's probably like the quick rundown of what you get with this guy. I do wish though, all the new iPads would just kind of start at 128 gigs instead of 64. But one thing I will say, I am kind of surprised that this thing has the A14 Bionic. I don't know, I would have expected maybe the A15. I know the iPad mini has the A15 Bionic processor in it, so it would have been nice to see that here as well. Either way, that's what we have for the new iPad. We got some accessories though that we gotta check out. So let's take a quick look at what we got there. But now, something I was super excited about is this Magic Keyboard Folio. Now, why am I excited about this, right? This thing has a whole row of function keys that I am super pumped about. Let's just get right into it. All right, you get the keyboard or the folio, and that's about it. That's all you get. Now, what's interesting is this is not like the Magic Keyboard. This is a folio. So with the folios, that means it comes in two pieces. One that goes on the back and it's got like this nice smooth material, like this felt material back here. Nice little cushion for your iPad to sit on, boom. And since we have our smart connectors at the bottom of the iPad, magnetically sits right there. What's also cool is this thing in the back has a kickstand. So now you're in full-blown laptop mode-ish, tablet, keyboard thing mode. Yeah. Oh, snap. The Folio keyboard has paperwork too. I was wondering about that. This is a really great change, adding this function row, because this is something I feel like is missing from the Magic Keyboard that I use every day with my iPad Pro. But yeah, this is probably the thing I was most excited to hear about. It completely completes the keyboard.
What does the function key have?
The function keys? So we've got escape key, we've got our brightness controls, mission control over here so you can see your previous apps, your spotlight or your search, your dictation button over here, or Siri. This puts you in do not disturb. You got your media controls down here, as well as your volume controls and your lock. So those are all the function keys that I've been wishing for on the Magic Keyboard for the iPad Pro. And we've got them all here. Let's check out some of these other accessories. All right, so now we've got the Smart Folio. Now the Smart Folios, there are options that match the color of the iPad that you go for. Oh my God, I know there's like an easy way and I'm messing this up. What? What am I doing? Oh, did you guys see Black Adam?
Not yet.
Not yet? I liked it. All right, here we go. We got it. So this is the blue Smart Folio.
I feel like it's too much blue.
There's a lot of blue. Would you switch it up and do a different color to go with your...
Yeah.
I hear that. But now we have, last but not least, the Apple Pencil. So you know it's an iPad, so you know the Apple Pencil. Now here's the thing. When it comes to the standard iPad, they're compatible with the standard first generation Apple Pencils. Now we do run into a dilemma here because the standard first generation Apple Pencils use a lightning port. So that's where we've got our first issue. So we've got the Apple Pencil over here, and the very top, in order to charge it, you guys see we've got the lightning adapter. Can't exactly throw that into here. So if you already own one of these and you try to pick up the new iPad, you might have a bit of an issue. But for $10, you got this guy. This is the USB-C adapter. And let's see how this works. You've got this adapter that you can put your Apple Pencil into, and then you can use the cable that came with your iPad to charge it. I'm okay with this. I mean, I wish it supported the second generation Apple Pencil, but if you already have one of these and you don't want to get a whole new pencil, then that's fine. You just get this adapter and then you can use the cable that came with your iPad and charge it.
With that adapter, you can still plug into the iPad.
Oh, I guess you could, right? Let me see something. Yeah.
Can you use the pencil while charging?
Oh, that's a good question, Jay. Doesn't look like it.
Oh, no.
It might be one of those Bluetooth devices. You know how some Bluetooth, like even headphones, if you're charging it, you can't use the Bluetooth functionality. This is through Bluetooth, so while it's charging, you're out of luck. You're just gonna have to let it charge. But all right, I'm gonna clean here up, then we're moving on to the pros. All right, guys, so now we've got our new iPad Pro over here with the Magic Keyboard as well as the Apple Pencil. Now, let's talk about this guy. The new iPad Pro, it's got a new chip. M2, baby. Check it out. Oh, this is the silver iPad Pro. Nice. We'll get to that in a second. All right, braided cable for the USB-C cable, as well as your charging brick. Nice to see. And Well, I mean, it's the silver. I don't know if they'd be different if it were otherwise. But you got your paperwork and stickers over here. You know, the usual. Let's get into the iPad. Now, what we're seeing here is not going to be a huge difference in terms of changes for the new iPad Pro. Now, we know that this has the M2 chip instead of the M1, but what else is different? Nothing. Everything else is pretty much the same. You know what? I lied. There is one more difference. This has Wi-Fi 6E, so if you have a compatible router, you will get faster speeds, but those are literally the only two things that are different. But of course, with M2, that means we are going to see increased performance with up to 15% faster CPU performance, as well as up to 35% faster graphics and 50% more bandwidth. But yeah, this is just a more powerful version of last year. So if you already own an M1, chances are you don't need to upgrade. But for the newest model with the exact same price, you are getting a better device. Now, where something like the M2 is going to have some real benefit are of course going to be some of those pro grade apps. Now, for the pros out there, you might have heard DaVinci Resolve is coming to the iPad. So you'll be able to do video editing, your color grading all within that. And that's something we're pretty excited about. I think the only thing we could count on before was like LumaFusion, but now DaVinci Resolve is like a serious editing app that a lot of people are familiar with. So it's gonna be cool to see that here. Not to mention, when you plug this thing into an external monitor, it really feels like a full-blown desktop experience with windows just all over the place, open at the same time. So that should be pretty interesting. We should do a video where we try to have this like straight up replace our laptop.
Well, that could be interesting.
Right? Yeah. Like we video edit, we do all of our standard work from here. Could be pretty interesting. But in order to do all that, you know, you need a solid keyboard. So of course we've got the Magic Keyboard over here. And this is the standard Magic Keyboard. A little bit disappointed, not gonna lie. I wish this thing got the function keys that the iPad got. Why, Apple, why?
How would they not come with the Pro?
Like, don't just introduce it on one. Like, come on, give it to all of us. But hopefully down the line we get to see that. And this one, of course, supports the Apple Pencil 2nd generation, so we can just attach it onto the side here and get all of that functionality. But speaking of functionality, with the newest iPad OS, you now get the ability to hover with the Apple Pencil. It behaves similarly to what you see with the trackpad over an icon. You get the same stuff here with the pencil now. But I'm curious, you guys, what are your thoughts? Does the iPad, the standard iPad 10th generation, seem like something viable if you don't want like a powerhouse like the Pro is? Let me know with a comment down below. Let me know if you guys like the new changes that we've seen Apple drop, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Hopefully you enjoyed this video, and if you want to see how this thing functions as a complete replacement for a laptop, let me know with a comment down below. Maybe we'll try and work on that. But till then, it's your average consumer. Catch you guys in the next one. Peace. Function keys, Apple, please. I'm waiting.